How you doing, everybody? My name is Kinesis, and this is Carly. Say hi, Carly. Or not. We're gonna do some Craig. Gonna get us some of that sexy Craig after I look at the Snapchat. Anyway.
We're gonna Craig date, yay!
Hold on. I can't commit.
Gotta save here.
Save right here. Craig can! I'm sure this is my dream daddy.
It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to feel a weekend where Craig and find a weekend where Craig.
And you've been fired. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. All natural. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I'm still fat, though, because my character model isn't going to change. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags in the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-check to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip.
Hey, Pops.
Ready for your trip?
Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go.
How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days.
Oh, it's all of my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that.
Same, honey. Same. Are you even going to have time to take pictures?
I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments.
Ooh, what's the series about?
It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers.
Fuck yes. What?
I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. True. I'm taking portraits of my friends.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own?
Yes.
I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all.
Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters.
That sounds awesome. That is the one show in this game that actually sounds awesome.
We do need to have a quick little side note. International House of Burgers. I know it's just temporary and this is only a gig in order to get press for the fact that they're adding new burgers, but like...
I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug.
Yeah. Big hug. Relax, Dad Tron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me.
The horror. It'll melt. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay?
Since you asked nicely, fine, promise.
I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear to the top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there.
Aww.
Yay, eggplants.
Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places.
Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy.
I guess I can't argue with that.
Take your shirt off.
Everything good with Amanda?
Yep, on her way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring?
Oh.
Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on.
Hell yeah! I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. This is so relatable. This is really relatable right now, being able to set shit up.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back.
Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots?
No, it's just...
Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to?
All I had in my place was a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those?
How about we just listen to Logic's new mixtape?
Not sponsored by Logic.
Not sponsored by Logic. Also, Logic, you're great. I appreciate you.
We like you. I'm just kidding.
Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. They don't sell those anymore! You have to find them online! And they're crap quality by that point.
I still have one. It's like monogram.
It's tiny!
With like leopard print. From when I was like 8.
Yeah, we should keep that in the car, though.
We should.
With all of our CDs.
Take your pick.
I thrum through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Of course. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back.
Keep going.
I get to the end of the case to find in the very last slot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstand's Megamix Volume 1.
Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it.
I pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway.
Ah, ska.
This song was Carl's favorite.
Carl, the third roommate!
You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart.
So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like dog's bark.
And then we had a room inspection.
That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything.
And Carl was just under a blanket.
Bless that pup's courage under fire.
Man, we did some dumb things back in college.
That's so relatable.
Just hiding a dog from your RA. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer.
It feels good to be back out there.
Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. We still need to do that.
We do.
Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right?
Yep, just had to fire off one last work email.
Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there?
There's no reception out here.
Oh, yeah. Being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. I see it in the mirror. All day.
But what if there's a problem?
You've trained for this. What, I don't know. What do you think?
You've trained for this.
You've trained for this! Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted to, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks.
Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell reception.
Craig, seriously. What's wrong?
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I'd have no way of knowing.
Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. It hurts. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods, being bros, sucking our dicks. Craig looks me directly in the eyes.
No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods.
Although if you need me to help with any extra tension, we're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there.
I can't believe you still have this tent.
Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes.
We still know how to do this, right?
Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial. We somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Bro, look at us go.
But look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land.
Verily. And, look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on.
So what's next on the camp extravaganza, Doggett?
Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to.
Two guys playing in a waterfall, 5 inches apart because they're totally gay. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me.
Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like?
I look over where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. It's a capybara. Damn it. Even better. That tree looks like a butt.
There's a tree that looks like a butt in this one show called, I don't know how to say it in Japanese, but the translation is My Love Story. It is a very funny, very cute, and just subversive anime that you should totally go watch. Yeah, there's also... It's good. Just go watch it. Take my word on it.
My Love Story. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I want to see this butt tree! I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker.
I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one.
I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this. Let's analyze this tree further. The best thing about this is there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Yeah, bad jokes! Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now.
Check it out.
There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Aww, that's awesome.
We just auto-saved.
Oh, did we? Oh, shit's about to go down.
Oh, yeah.
Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling onto a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place. We go to investigate. The old waterfall.
Hey!
It's gorgeous.
Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is.
Think we could jump off of it like old days?
Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land.
Looks like you could climb right up over there.
We didn't even bring swimming trunks.
What are you talking about?
Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! Damn, Markiplier.
Look at
I'm gonna look at his butt! I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking.
Oh.
I do a lot of glute workouts.
He is not even ashamed! Yes!
Wow!
I immediately turn away, blushing.
You coming or what?
Oh.
I hope so.
Oh. Just turn back around. Just give me a sec. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentences. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes.
We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal.
But I'm hairier now.
Let's put on a show.
Let's put on a show. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. I turn and give my booty a good spank. This one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. I don't grab his hand. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Don't think, just jump.
Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water.
Whoa!
He treads water and looks up at me.
You coming or what?
Don't think, just jump. How are we supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... Ah! I run off the edge trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap.
I could hear that.
I resurfaced to find Craig giggling. Just...
I rate the belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place.
I playfully splashed water at Craig.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, it's on. I splash him again.
You've given me no choice.
Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water.
You've awakened the beast.
He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Fucking dunk him.
Dunk him.
Fucking dunk him. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Nice. Hey.
And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water.
My turn. Oh, no.
Oh, shit. It seems he was allowing me to pick him up. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge, devastated.
You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro, these arm cannons are dad launchers.
I was gonna be really disappointed if you didn't flex. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it.
Yeah, sure.
We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush.
Not so scary now, huh?
Ellipsis. Oh, race it to the top! We run all the way up to the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush!
Good form on that one. Wanna go again?
Fuck yeah!
Okay, I'm just worried we're gonna get hurt.
With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks pretty graceful as I belly flop into the water.
Ooh, man. This is fun. Got one more on you?
I live for danger!
I can't watch. Just do it.
Just gonna save really quick.
I don't want to hurt ourselves.
It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good.
Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Save. We'll try both.
Oh, come on!
This shit makes me nervous. Alright, go.
I've never felt more alive!
Alright, bro, you sure?
It's my time to jump. I scurry up the rocks once more and I do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so fun!
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we'll go. We go to put our clothes back on and notice they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea.
It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going.
Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tinfoil.
You ready for a feast?
Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you.
Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here.
Craig cooks now. I remember how his entire sophomore year dieting consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire.
Sure, let me just grab my matches.
Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know I packed it.
Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the
I
world.
don't know.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude.
Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard can it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on T. If a naked reality TV star can do it, then so can we. We just need to get more naked. We'll need some wood.
That's a penis joke!
I gesture to the trees around us.
I don't know.
There's no shortage of that.
And some tinder.
Mhm.
We can make that work.
And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology. Or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire.
Just have fire, right?
Yes. That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick.
I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second.
Any way I can help?
Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen.
I will shake my butt. You can do it! Put your back into it! Save.
And if we don't get a eggplant, we'll do the other one. Go for it.
Clear eyes. Full heart. Can't. Not make that fire. You can make that fire, Craig.
Oh.
That's the stuff. Hey! Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellows.
Oh.
Hooray for not dying.
I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands.
Oh.
Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner.
I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and just eating it. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk.
I grew up, I guess.
Ellipsis.
I think these are just about ready.
Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away.
Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way.
I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Ellipsis.
Everything tastes okay?
I'm in heaven.
That's what I like to hear.
Ellipsis. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
It's so hard not to go back to that.
Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it.
Oh.
I'm glad you think that.
I glance at Craig while he picks his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
I don't know.
Your dialogue and what you're saying are 2 different things. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
Shit, he knows.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel.
You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
I don't know.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school, I cook healthy meals for them, I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them.
And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way?
Oh.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Hmm?
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it.
Oh, ellipsis. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself, too.
Hey.
I do, though. I eat right and exercise and...
Mental health is important!
Thank you!
Nice.
Too much butter on
What?
toast. You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too, Craig.
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them. But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here.
Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though?
Angry ellipsis. Yes, you do!
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies.
Oh.
Come on, I brought dessert.
Oh, and are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee?
Marshmallows. What?
I know little to nothing about cooking.
Yeah.
Yes, marshmallows!
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right?
It's the best shit. I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows.
Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside that the gooey center is preserved.
Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Ah! Why are we this way?
Mm-hmm.
Pro move.
We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah.
Oh.
I miss this, Marley.
Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fade to black. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag.
Wait, where's the other sleeping bag?
I look around for a second.
Oh
Oh.
no, but there's only one bed!
Gonna have sex!
This is my favorite trope.
Your favorite trope?
So many good fanfics start this way.
Are you serious?
But there's only one bed.
I'll sleep on the fucking floor. Give me the pillows, bitch.
No, it's okay. We can share. It's fine.
Oh no, I must have left that at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here.
No way. Here.
Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. That's the
Nice.
shit.
Night, bro.
Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Butt touches. Without a blanket, it's really cold.
Honestly, sleeping with butts touching is...
It's the most romantic thing.
So romantic, because when you're spooning, someone's always hot. Someone's always got an arm squished under them. It's not comfortable. But when you're butt touching, you can both situate yourself, but you've still got that reassuring warmth that the other person is there. We need, like, a campaign for, like, just pro butt touch sleeping. End rant.
Pro butt touches. That's the title of this episode. I can hear like I can hear like at least half of you right now just right now. It's so funny. I shiver. And without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. Whoa, this is going really fast. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. Ah! We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
Oh, man.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore.
Baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I don't think we harmonized very well on that.
At all, no.
Nope. Bro. Me too.
So this is the Tumblr bro meme, just perfectly encapsulated.
Bro. I love you, bro. I love
I'm
you too,
gonna
bro.
tell the world how much I love you, bro. Okay? I love you, bro.
What? But you whispered that, bro.
It's because you're my world, bro.
Bro. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. I pinch his lips like a little violin. Don't do it! Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. We're the bottom in all of these relationships, and it's really cute.
You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you.
I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger.
It's too cute.
We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Fade to black, fade to black. Tip 69. Hey! Home run?
I think so.
Yeah! Oh, here we go. Hey, it looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah.
Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what is she thinking? Square.
Briar? Oh shit, sorry.
Star.
Ellipsis.
We'll get it next time.
Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice.
Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin.
Amanda, that's a triplet.
You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's square.
What?
You didn't finish your sentence.
What are we going to be finishing? Each other's...
Sentences! See? Third twin.
I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over. This is the part where we start crying.
Yeah, so
Let's just skip the crying. Don't cry. It's a free pickup. Okay. Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops.
Amanda runs off to join her friends that she somehow made up with at some point. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Bro,
Bro!
this reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course.
Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong.
Oh.
We can leave keg stands in the past.
Nice. Oh.
I'm, taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from Relaxation Station. Next stop is Napville.
Ah, yes. Pull into the Marley Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well.
Oh.
I might have to meet you halfway eating food directly off of our own stomach's town.
We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself.
Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. Thank you.
I guess we need to get out of the city more often then.
Oh.
Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leads onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that.
I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself.
It's so hard!
So
Oh.
relatable. I think I relate the most to Craig. It's a process. And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro.
Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige.
Oh.
Craig looks up at me, smiling.
Bro,
Nice.
that means so much to me.
They're really laying it on thick with the bros.
It's so cute.
Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Ellipsis. Bro. Bro. We both laugh.
Oh.
You and me, we're gonna be alright.
Yay!
Craig. I liked Craig almost as much as Matt.
Oh, I loved Craig's story so much. Sorry for the super long episode, guys, but, we just had to, get through it. It's not really something you can stop halfway through. Dady.
Okay, 1 second.
And there it is!
Yes!
Oh, I love it.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's so charming. Oh, go Flapjacks.
I love it.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Pancakes on his hat.
There's a bulge in his pants.
Yes, there is.
It's awesome. All right, so we don't know who we're going to do next, but you will know as soon as you see our next episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this as much as we have, I seriously doubt it, but let us know in the comments below. If you want to actually know what the hell's going on, like ever, you need to follow me on Twitter because I post all my issues on there and you'll know about any late uploads or anything like that. Also, if you are new here, you may be wondering, oh, why doesn't this channel have that many subscribers? That's because nobody shares my videos. You should be one of those people who do share my videos, and that way we can make this community even bigger and bring more smiles to everyone, because that's all I really want anyway. So, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Carly, for joining me, and I cannot wait to see you on the next adventure. And as always, good attempt.
Huh?